Let me see here real quick. Make sure my audio's. Audio share settings. Yep. Okay, so my audio is working. Alright, guys. So, first thing I'm gonna go over is. Alright, so welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. KD. This is what you guys call me. You guys can call me KD. So I need to learn a little bit more information before I actually learned how to do, you know, uh, I need to learn information before I came to you guys with information, if that makes sense. So today we'll be talking about APDP, plain and simple. So I'm going to be talking about. And when I go over AP and DP, I'm going to be explaining some stuff on how to upgrade, what the best way to honestly upgrade is, and how to get enough silver in the game to actually upgrade. Alright, so right now I was fighting bosses, right, last night. So that's why we got some of these that I turn in. If you read the description on them, 200 equals 1G gold bar. Not that big of a deal. 400 of these equals another 1G gold bar. Okay, so 1G gold bars are 100,000 silver. 10G gold bars are 10,000 silver. Or are basically a million silver. Right? 10G gold bars are a million silver. 1G are 100,000. The gold bars, you want to invest those into banks. Now, you won't lose any silver for actually investing them into banks, and that's part of why you want to actually invest them, plain and simple. You're going to dump these gold bars into your bank, and then, which is going to be your warehouses, which is located at any major city. So I'm going to pull up Velia right here real quick, and it's going to have a little icon like this of a storage chest, and that is going to be where your bank is, right there at the top of my icon key. So right there, that's your storage. The cash is your central market. Now your storage keeper holds all your silver in that specific city, plain and simple. It holds it in that city, it doesn't hold it anywhere else. So when it comes to investing into which bank you want to invest into, it doesn't really matter because you can put it inside your central market, which was the money bag. And your central market, I have a bunch of bids placed right now. I have a bunch of stuff being sold, like right there, being sold. So that's how you can be able to make a lot of money, is directly off the central market from what you're going to be farming. Looks like those sold. So I just made 7.6 million off of Blackstones. I just made 933,000 directly off of sword knots. So this little section shows you your transaction purchases, what you're putting up for sale, what you bought, what is already sold, what is not. Your registered items here are things that haven't sold yet. Plain and simple. Your pre-orders, these are things that you are wanting to buy. This storage is all your personal stuff that you have in your online banking. Okay, this is like your online market. And as you can see, I got stacks of stuff. You know, everything is just stacking up. I'm going to be making some real good money through processing here soon, which is honestly the best way to honestly make real good money. So I'm going to turn these in real quick. Turn those in. Boom. With bags. There's 4 1G gold bars, which is phenomenal. Now we're going to mark our location for this person. Now, things that you want to be doing every day to wind up actually making silver is every day you're going to wind up getting at reset a boss scroll. Your boss scroll you can stack. Plain and simple. You'll be able to open up, once you progress through your story enough, open up from this menu, open up this guy right here, and he's going to take you to, I don't think this is a co-op. He's going to guide you to go do a boss. Once you do that boss once, you'll be able to wind up doing the boss scrolls, and you'll start getting all these different boss scrolls. You just got to progress that. Second thing, if you come over to Hex Century, right? If you come over here to where the hex are, which we're gonna head down there now. And if you don't know where the hex are, because it is a little difficult to read the map, I'm gonna show you guys. So here I am at Western Guard Camp. I'm just left of Velia. If you hold your left trigger, this is for PlayStation 4. If you hold your left trigger and scroll out, you're going to wind up being able to find direct, zoom out. Then you can come and it's down here. You have Trent. It's just the right of Trent. Hex Century. And it's a type of enemy. Plain and simple. You're looking for it. My eye itches. Alright, so field bosses. We're going to go over field bosses real quick. Okay. So field bosses is a great way of getting your AP and DP up because you make silver alpha. That's what all these different currency aspects are. These currency things are from field bosses. Goat Mountain. We'll head there very soon because it only takes 50 to. Maybe actually I'll stack these. I think I'll stack them. Alright, so field bosses are great to wind up fighting because they drop items that when you look at the description tells you how many convert into a gold bar. So this is 900. Otherwise, these give you the sub box, and I got the sub box right here. Sub weapons. Now, what we're going to get inside the Hex Century? Like, okay, so I just turned in these hunter seals and got 147 black armor stones. Now, I'm gonna pull up the central market right now, tell you the exact value that everything is going for currently. And so we're gonna go ahead and go to not materials. We're gonna go to enchantment and upgrades, black stones, and I got the armor ones. So these are going for 210,000 per. Okay, that's 210,000 per, right? Per individual blackstone. So if you think about it, okay, 200 times 5 is a million. I got 147 blackstones just from fighting bosses. Like, they're easy, super easy to get, but everyone needs them for upgrading. So it's 200. $147, that's roughly close to $14 million? No, that's close to let's see, 200 would have been like 4 or 5 million. So either way, I don't even know. Okay, so if someone wants to do the math and leave it in the description, that'd be great. So your gold bars are a very strong way of making currency. What we're gonna actually go farm here in just a moment is the cultist tokens. All right, the cultist tokens they take 600 for 10G, for 110G. Okay. And in order to wind up, let me see here, how much energy? 132. So these two, I'm going to invest energy into the location, and that location that you wind up getting those is actually at Elric Shrine, which Elric Shrine is a hotter zone. Okay, plain and simple. Elric Shrine is right here. It's 95 AP to 150 AP. Plain and simple. Okay, now if you are set up properly, like I'm sitting at 152, so I'm set up properly, my DP is at 199, I'm just about able to enter into the battlefields, which the battlefields, win or lose, it does not fucking matter. Okay, you wind up making like 6 to 8 million per battlefield, and that's when the red armies are, the red battlefield is going on. So you want to participate in that as much as possible, to be honest with you. And the only way to actually participate in that is you're gonna have to head to a non-combat zone, and you just press options and go right down here to battle arena, and that'll enter you in. So once you get your AP up and your DP up high enough to wind up doing that, that's perfect. Now your levels in particular, oh, I didn't mean to use a potion. Your levels don't necessarily matter a whole lot, because at the end of the day, when you are done grinding and stuff, like when you get the 56, there's no awakening out on the PS4. Your level doesn't necessarily matter enough. The only time it matters is when you're pushing for these boxes, which, I mean, they do give great items. However, they are limited amount of time, like 30 days to wind up getting to your next level. And as you saw clearly on this screen, I play on multiple characters. I have two 56s, I have a 52, and I have a 12. Now, so with that being said, I'm constantly grinding on multiple characters, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to burn myself out on one character. Like, this game expects me to just fall in love with one character and just grind it. It's not going to happen. They don't have a character. What the fuck is this thing? What is this thing? Hey, you, stop your running. Calm down there, sir. What are you... Where'd it go? It just vanished. Come here, you. I don't even know what you are. You look like a... Alright, that's like a mechanical bowl. Okay. It's probably part of a quest that I don't have. So anyways, let me go ahead and turn my party chat into private so I don't have any problems as far as people joining while I'm explaining stuff. So, we got some updated news as far as this game goes. So on the 25th, we are getting our Awakenings in. Black Ops 4 DLC number 4 is launching on the 25th as well. Our Awakenings, basically you have to be 56. Now that's not the only thing. You want skill points. You want a lot of skill points in order to dump into your Awakening skills. So at this point in time, with me having like 700 and some odd skill points, I feel like I'm going to be decreasing my non-awakened skills and increasing my awakened skills, and then later on increasing or upgrading my non-awakened skills, that way, because ultimately in game you're going to be in your awakened form. Like, that's just plain and simple. That's how you're going to be. You aren't going to spend a whole lot of time in this pre-awakened form state. The only thing is we have been spending like the last month and a half in the pre-awakened form because it hasn't been out yet. So as far as getting better gear and raising your DP, I'm going to be honest with you, your best way is your central market. So the best way to wind up doing that is to honestly make silver, and that's the whole point of what we're doing right now. We're making silver, so that way we can be able to get our next quote-unquote upgrade, even though it's like a point or two on our AP, which realistically, it's not a lot. So if I'm going to be buying, if I'm going to be buying my way up as far as the food chain goes, because let me tell you something, okay? Every single end game player in this game, unless they have like the best RNG in this game, which, I mean, frankly, some people do. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people have the best RNG. They get a drop. They get 2 or 3 world boss drops. Every time they hit a field boss, they, get a bunch of loot and stuff from it. They've sent on 2-3 sets of full armor for all the different bosses. And it's just brutal. Now, for the rest of us who are not, right? For the rest of us who aren't that good, I'm talking about like we don't have the RNG, which is gonna be like 80%, 80-90% of the whole entire population on Black Desert. So don't, you know, don't feel bad. Don't get discouraged. Just really, honestly, keep upgrading. Keep upgrading, keep getting better. Now the reason why I'm coming here to Egg Sanctuary, where there's not a lot of enemies, or there's not a lot of stuff for me here, like I'm getting a 1 to 2% per kill, like that's as far as XP. I ain't looking for XP at this point. I'm really honestly not. Like XP isn't even bothering me at this point. I'm looking for loot. I'm looking for anything to be able to sell. And that's exactly why we're here, because the more I have to be able to sell, the more silver I can make. The problem is right now is not a lot of people are wanting to sell items, but a lot of people are wanting to buy items, and that's part of why I'm making this video right now. If you are sitting on multiple different PIN or try or pen gear and stuff, and you're just sitting on them because you got lucky enough to be able to upgrade, and you're like, oh, I might use this for another character, what I need you to do, to be honest, is you need to look up a gear, you know, gear BIS, best in slot gear for your class and for whatever class you're going to be using, and get that gear. Sell off the rest. And the reason why is you're helping yourself out. You are becoming rich, which means at that point you can buy anything in the game, and you're helping the rest of the community out, because now they are increasing their amount that they are holding. You know, they're increasing their stats, which increases the competition in the battlefield. Now, you might think, oh, I don't want, you know, everyone else to become strong too, but here's the thing. You are technically becoming stronger when you rule the market. You rule the market, you can rule the battlefield. Plain and simple. So, if you're holding on to it, stop it. Plain and simple. Like, you ain't helping no one. The only thing you're doing is damaging yourself. Alright, so, you have 2 spots. X Cemetery, Century, whatever the fuck. And right over here at the shrine itself. And we're gonna be heading here next. Now at the shrine, okay, so what we're doing right now is we are getting these boxes. Mystery treasure. Mystery treasure holds a lot of items in it. You can get tri gear, pen gear, you can get black stones, you can get gold bars, you can get a bunch of silver, you can get potions, you can get garbage, a lot of stuff in it. So now we're getting all of these, we're stacking them up, we're building them up, and all that fun stuff. We are just stacking. Now, these right here, these spells, rewards, these are all reward bundles. These are boxes. Now, these have a chance of having the boss carrying them. So what am I doing? I'm stacking. Now the reason why you stack these items is because you can open them all up at once, or you can open them up one at a time. It does not honestly matter. Your RNG is your RNG. But let me explain something to you. If you have a loot table, take a loot table for example, okay, and you roll a dice, and whatever that dice lands on is what you're getting. Now, you basically have luck on your side, whether or not you actually land on the box inside the loot table that you're needing. Okay? Now, if you have 1 dice, how high is your chance? 1 out of however much loot is in the game. 1 out of 10 million. Now, if you have, for example, this with 9 chances, that's 9 out of 10 million. You see what I'm talking about? So now my odds are greater in my favor. Now, at the end of the day, is it worth stacking? Is it worth saving? Because you're losing weight capacity, because it does take up weight. All these do take up weight. But it's simple, it tells you how much they weigh. And on top of that, it's taking up inventory slots. So at the end of the day, is it more beneficial to stack? My personal opinion, yes. Whatever your personal opinion might be different. My personal opinion, yes, it is better to stack because I have a higher chance. Is that higher chance really going to make a huge difference? I don't know. I really don't know. I personally feel like it makes me more comfortable thinking that, hey, I got this chance, I'm going to take this chance, and we'll go from there. Pine sap increased on price. Thick fir decreased on price. Let me see here what pine sap just increased to its price. It just went up to 3,800 for pine sap, and I think I got a few of them, which if I do, I will totally sell. I'll go and throw these up. Yep, I have some pine sap, so we'll go and throw those up on there. Right off the rip. Let's go for 7,600. Just vengeance. These go for 66,000. We'll go and sell off those. Tears of Death don't go for nothing, so we're not selling those. Powder Flame. How much should the Powder Flame go for? Not worth it. See, so this is what I'm doing. I'm checking the prices. So I'm wanting to sell very valuable items. So like that's not bad. Like 14,600 each. I'll sell it. I'm not, however, other than that one that was a mistake, going to be selling something that is obviously worth more than it actually is. So like these feathers, they're only going for 1.6, so they're not being sold. The wolf hide here, only going for 1,000, not being sold. The weasel hide, only going for 1,000, not being sold. Let's see here. Branches, they're going for 14.2, so we'll go ahead and sell all those. But tree knots, they're going for 13.7. We'll go and sell those. Old tree bark, that's not worth it. Right? Anything that's not honestly going to make you a lot of money is not worth selling at that time. So, no. Let's see, flex fibers go for 30.9. We'll sell that. Maple planks. I think I already have a stack of that selling. Yep, so I got a stack of 1,000 of that selling. All this gear. I say all this gear, but I only have a little bit that's selling right now. That's going for 77. Sold. Alright. So we're gonna go in and pop up our central market person right here. So we just sold off 156 blackstones for 27.6 million silver. Alright. And here's the thing about that. That's all day long. I'm talking all day long. I am constantly selling off 26 million silver worth. 30 million silver worth, 100 plus million silver worth. Now here's the thing about that. Okay, so your key is to keep a lot of it in your central market. Yes. However, I don't keep all of my silver in my central market. I hold on, I'll be right back. My son is getting real fussy. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, get this quest for the box. Then we're gonna head to Elric's Shrine and start farming for silver. Think about when you are farming a location for silver, you want to make sure that you have the node invested into and upgraded with using your energy. That way you get the most for your drop. Basically, the more energy that you put into it, the higher level it becomes, and that way your drop rate increases. It'll even tell you on the node that your drop rate increases if you invest into it and upgrade it. So now the things that you could get here that would somewhat make it worth it running farming here would be like getting a broken swords, which you put seven of them together and they create a boss scroll, so that would be worth it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're gonna make more from just pure farming. And those guys don't drop silver per kill, so they're not exactly the ideal farming mobs to wind up hitting. Alright, so I'm going to show here real quick. So Electrine is once again right up here, 95 AP, 250 DP. When you head over top of the node, you want to invest your contribution. Investing your energy is how you upgrade it. You can set your workers here for gathering and lumbering. Personally, I would do lumbering. You're going to make more by processing your woods, which basically when you process wood, it's going to be all these different logs that you're getting, all these different types of woods, and you break them down, process them into planks. Bridge is like the best, and then you start doing your processing quests to be able to start making your high level ones, which are your plywood. You go from planks to plywood, and that's like the top. And so you want to ultimately make a bunch of plywood, so that way you can be able to make a lot of silver. Now, the reason why I'm swapping characters is to invest all the energy into the location we're going to be farming. So before this, yeah, what'd you get? So before you did, beforehand, I was investing into the abandoned iron mine.
Oh, so.
Yeah, bud. Go watch your show.
Go.
So before I was investing into the abandoned iron mine. So I have that like level 3, and basically they drop broken shackles. 1,000 of them equal 110G gold bar, and I was converting every kill. I was getting like 1 to maybe 2. Now when I head there and farm there, every kill I get 4 or 5. So it literally cut my time down in half. As well as that, when I was hitting the big guys, I was maybe getting an antique crystal, which then it's a crystal that has a question mark on it. You click on it and it gives you an armor stone, basically an enchantment stone. And beforehand, I was maybe getting 1 and like some silver and a couple shackles. Now I'm getting 2 or 3 plus gear plus shackles. So it's more beneficial in the long run to be investing your energy into the nodes that you are planning on farming, and start off small and build your way up. So basically once you hit like 50 and you get your AP up to the minimum cap for there, which is 80. Just head there and farm, you know, and when you get a little stronger, like you're 52 or 3, you got your AP up higher, move on to the next spot, so on and so forth. So right now I'm going to show how to invest in your energy if my game doesn't stop lagging. Okay, so you open up the map. So right now I'm in Capel, also known as Keplin. I'm gonna come all the way over here to Delaware Shrine. I'm gonna come. Oh, withdraw contribution points. My bad. So we're gonna invest all into the energy here, which I think in fact leveled up halfway. So now we're gonna swap characters, do it again. I obtain Gathering Master, which makes no sense, but whatever. You start off making sure that you invest your contribution points into the area, and you have to. It's basically, I'll explain contribution points here in just a moment. Oh, really bad. So in every major city, I have over 1 billion silver placed in those notes, placed inside the warehouses, because except for Altanova, that one I haven't put any real silver in. I might have 400,000. So, and the reason why I leave it in there is because I don't want all of it. There's no weight limit inside your warehouses, but there is a weight limit inside your central market. So I don't want my central market to become to the point where I'm constantly having to bid on items, and at that point I'm not going to be making anything because I'm bidding on items, right? I'm going to be constantly spending money instead of making money. So keep in mind, when you're processing stuff down, all your processed items that you are wanting to turn into other stuff, it's a good idea to keep it in your central market, but at the same time, pick a warehouse. So, you could do Trent's warehouse, way in the bottom left-hand side by the tree spirits. Alright, those you can do all your lumbering, right? Keep all your wood there. Anytime you're going to go to process wood, head there. You know, out by the abandoned iron mines. So in Altanova, keep all your ore. So then you can head there and process everything. Like, honestly, that is the best way to actually do it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this map. Alright, our shrine. So as you can see, it has a level 2, so it's level 2. We're gonna manage node and invest energy, and we're gonna invest 13 sets. So now it's level 3. So as you can see right here, the abandoned iron mine, and this is based off of previous experience and activity. It is in at a level 3 right there. Boom. So now this one is about the same as our shrine. So now we're gonna go ahead and swap back to our main character, which is our Dark Knight in this case. Well, maybe we should invest. Yeah, okay, we're gonna swap to our Musa real quick, invest the energy directly in, and start farming. Checking out my Black Ops 4 download right now. And looks like it's halfway done. I'm seeing who out of my friends is online. He's just processing. Day. Nope. All gone?
Uh,
Did you eat them all? Was it good?
apple.
Was it good? Want an apple? Alright, I'm gonna grab my son an apple real quick. Alright, well, I'm not gonna chop it. Alright, so I'm back. So what we're gonna do is, yes, I know it looks pretty funny at a 12, level 12 sending out to Nova, but I was just swapping some stuff. Okay, so we're gonna invest energy, our maximum, which I think, yep, should give us a little bit. Now we're gonna swap back to our main character. Now keep in mind your characters regenerate energy over time, and you can AFK energy farm. And the best way to do that is cooking, and you put it on a repeat, so you constantly are cooking, and you can create beer and liquor essence, and that is how you wind up getting contribution points. Now the person you do actually deliver it to is inside Heidel. You wind up cooking those things down, and so you get all the ingredients, which takes like yeast grain, lemon, raw sugar, something else to make beer. And so you could convert it into either energy, which is going to increase your max energy and refill parts of your energy. You could convert it into contribution points, which I would personally recommend you do the contribution points aspect, just because your contribution points are very important, plain and simple. They are what are going to allow you to make a lot of money while you're not online. So even when you're not on, your workers are working and they'll be gathering materials for you. So occasionally, time to time, you'll see pop-ups telling me process 12 ore, process 13 wheat, process 9 potatoes, process 8 chicken meat. And so those, you take them, you either cook them or you sell them. I sell them. I don't cook. I don't mess with cooking. I have a lot of skills, life skills that I'm investing into right now, but cooking is not one of them. Oh, speaking of which, so we have a guild up on now. It's called Awakened. If you guys would, in fact, like to join a family, we're like a family in our guild, plain and simple. We are a very very motivated family guild, plain and simple. We treat each other with respect. There is no requirements at all. I just would really appreciate the help when it comes to guild quests. I would really appreciate the help when it comes to, farming and grinding and helping us grow and you grow and all that fun stuff. I'm going to help you guys just for being a part of it. I'm going to help you guys out by basically giving you guys stats. So first off, I'll go over my life skills. So right here, life skills. My highest one is processing because it's AFK farming. I can make XP just off of processing while I'm not online. So I could process for 12 hours and come back, and I will have gone up 78%. I could process for 2-3 hours and come back, and I will have gone up a percent or two. Now, as far as guild, right now we're currently holding 11 members. We are just shy of 12 million silver, which I'm very unsure of why. Looks like we have currently 3 players on right now. We just kicked out a bunch of players. I think it was like 9, for the fact that they didn't keep in contact with me, did not tell me that they were heading out there for Borderlands 3. They just didn't keep in contact. If you guys want to join the guild, let me know. Right now, we have our +4. So basically 2 accuracy, 3 AP, maximum HP is by 20, damage resistance. You automatically get 1 full gathering level, which is phenomenal because that takes a lot of time, and that's what we have currently. Those are the ones we are focusing on right now. Right now, our main focus is AP, accuracy, and gathering. Those are our main 2 focuses currently. Later on, we're going to start getting the HP, the damage resistance, just kind of, helping out the people, and we'll start getting these active skills. But these active skills are more for Node Wars and stuff. We're not yet strong enough. We don't hold enough for Node Wars, but however, we're very, very, very motivated towards increasing ourselves and you guys, plain and simple. When you guys join the guild, I'm going to go through how to make a buttload of silver. I'm going to show you exact ways without all this dilly-dallying and me running around showing you all this extra stuff. I just felt like starting my stream a little bit early. I was going to start it when I was already at Elric Shrine, but I just felt like starting it a little bit early. So yeah, my AB, DP, pretty decent so far. It is honestly pretty decent, which I feel pretty proud of for that, to be honest. Alright, so it looks like where we're gonna be putting stuff. We're gonna pop up. Hold up here, let me open up my sub boxes. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our central market person. I don't understand why it didn't work, but will you stop? Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to put all 47 of these in there.
No.
Put all these in there.
No. You want to put this in there.
So we're gonna continue running over there. Yes, I know I only have 19 potions. Big web. The 19 potions does not bother me. So this converts into XP 5% times 1. So this is a 5% XP scroll for extractions, or you can do a 30,000 silver. Me personally, I wouldn't do the 5% XP scroll because I would go for the 30,000 silver, and the reasoning behind that.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So one of these, this is milk tea.
Right.
Now your 5%
Okay.
silver is only going to last you for about 10 minutes. 5% XP.
Okay, now put
This it goes for 90,500.
Okay.
Okay, and what that does is 8% XP for 90 minutes.
Put that down. Put that down. Here, put that down.
So you get your
Put
30,000
that
silver. You can wind up getting 2 of those and wind up making more beneficial aspects from it than if you didn't have the 90,000 silver.
down. No. Wait. Oh, no, we'll do it.
Alright, so basically I'll put out there in chat right now because we are recruiting. So Wicked Guild looking for active players, PvE slash PvP, PSN giveaways. I do PSN giveaways for PSN cards, so that way you can be able to buy stuff on the market, on this game, on whatever. You can spend on whatever. It doesn't bother me if if you wind up getting a giveaway and you wind up winning and I'll take it, buddy. So if you wind up winning and you spend it on Call of Duty or you spend it on Red Dead or whatever, you know, I don't care. The concept is I'm giving away for money. Just for stop bud. Just for people to be in the guild. Do a break by headset pulling on it, buddy. So then I do boss farms, XP farms, and we're like a family. I do a lot more than that, to be honest. We do farming, gathering, all that fun stuff. We're constant, always on. Always on. You're going to have a player who is always on, no matter what. Whether they're AFK processing or they're actually on, it's two different stories, but the concept is we are always on the game. So if you want a part of something bigger than yourself, let me know. You know, because that's just the way I am. You know, we're all working together. We're all, you know, in this for the long run. So why not get with a group that's actually going to help you out, teach you how to get better, get stronger. So right there, as you can see, per kill. Let's see here. I got 2,000 or 2 things right there. There's 2 more. So 300 kills roughly, and you're gonna have 1,000,000 silver. On top of the silver, you're getting per individual kill on top of the items that you're getting dropped. So the items, I've been here what, 2 minutes, and the items I have got dropped already are an MP thing right here, and MP elixir, which selling price market value or market information says 3,220, which that is false every single time. They're worth more than that. Just keep that in mind. That's just what it started out in the game. So right there, I just made 300,000-400,000 on top of what I've actually made. Back up here. My screen's a little smaller because I don't normally stream. I'm about to start streaming constantly. And let me focus up. I'm going to show you how fast we can burn through these mobs. There's 500 silver off of 1 kill. Now, let me show you where the real mobs are at. Here right after I get through this batch. Oh my gosh, I can't see what shit. I hate the display on this screen. Yep, I'm heading in the right direction. Look it up here. Excuse you, why am I lagging? Got a new title, Savage. Give that silver. Now I'm gonna work my way up here. So, where I'm currently located, if you look, I'll zoom in so you have the actual temple. I'm just heading up this hill here. Go ahead and pause if you want to. And look at that. We're gonna start off with this group. So this is my rotation that I like to do when I'm here. So, you know, I took this from level 1 up to level 3 just from using a few characters max energy. Musa is like excellent for this spot just because you're constantly bob and weaving, like you're grinding in between enemies and not. Now you definitely want to take these down, not because they give silver, but they actually in fact drop the those right there, the talismans. And you come over here. And do a spin and slam. Looks like I got someone else here contesting my area, which is fine. get this smaller batch. Oh, looks like my controller's dying. There's a black zone, so there's 200,000 right there. As you already saw, that's worth 200,000. We're going to come back this way. Thank you, buddy. Found someone else's area. I think I just started contesting his spot. But there's more than enough mobs to honestly go around. And that's the thing, is a lot of us will grind together. And you'll find a lot of people that are grinding the same spot as you. I mean, as long as you're hitting the mobs, you're getting XP, which is very valuable. Because I mean, you're gaining levels. So like I said, as long as you're hitting the mobs, it doesn't really matter. And sometimes they'll wind up killing the mobs, so you won't get a loot drop. However, you are getting XP from it. So as you can see, being 150, like being what the actual recommendation is, it's no problem. I just barely hit 150 yesterday. Started grinding this spot yesterday. Like I said before, to earn all my silver, I was a bit in an iron mine. Earn another title. So the more titles you earn, the more kind of like in-game achievements you get, and the more rewards you wind up actually receiving. So it's definitely beneficial for him. So that's actually leaving the area, so we're gonna come back this way. Now, if there was a mage here or a wizard, and I just hit 57. Oh boy. It's been a grind. I'm talking like 3.5 days just to hit 57. Because I work a full-time job, and so, boy, I tell you. But I'm on a lot. Like, that's the thing. Most of the time I'm on, though, I'm helping out guildmates, getting them stronger. A lot of my guildmates are super close to me, if not a little bit stronger. So, buddy.
Ow,
Go ahead and refill our health and magic. So the more time that you spend farming mobs, the more your RNG goes up on them. Okay, so you know, as of right now, I'm just getting okay items, but later on, as you'll be able to witness here soon, I'll be getting pretty decent items, right? So right now it's all about making that silver. Quicker the mob, the more XP, so it's definitely worth farming these guys. These bigger ones, even though you're stuck in a situation where not a whole lot of them, you're getting more XP. Now, I really enjoy that dash because I can get in and out of stuff super quickly. This is part of why I only have 17 potions, because I've only used 2. And right now, refill my health back up. That's a couple of hits I'm going to be able to take. And as long as you're playing that stun game right here, you don't have to worry. Watch out for that jump up, but I mean ultimately so you're gonna be able to block a lot of these attacks. And as you've seen, occasionally I like to toy with them, right? So occasionally I like to spin away, so I know I'm about to get hit. And I'll just kind of stand there for a moment. I test my DP out. You know, I take a little bit of damage. Make sure my DP actually is qualifying as actual fucking DP. Alright. There's a magical crystal. Some of them sell for 20,000. Some of them sell for 200,000. So there's some more. Yeah, so there's some more money in our pocket. Right there. Alright, so we're gonna take a real quick inventory check. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull out. We're gonna go ahead and pull out 80 health potions. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this directly in. So it looks like we're already at 115. If you remember, we were down to like 90. how much of those are we sitting at now? Yep, so we're sitting at 300. So we are literally already at half of being able to make 1,000,000 silver. Right off the rip. We've been here, what? And I mean, realistically, 10 minutes. So there's the Forbidden Books, which is actually how you wind up getting the orbs. It's a boss scroll. You combine 5 together inside your inventory. You make it into a cross sign in your inventory, and you can summon a set of 3 bosses. And so those Forbidden Books are super useful at getting the red orbs, the rewards inside my inventory. These right here. So that's what they are, actually, right there. So Iron Mine, expensive rewards, as well as that, they give this one and this one. So you get a set of 3, just for summing it in. So that's 3 different chances of 3 different boss drop armor, and or ultimately you can get weapons, all sorts of gear. So it's definitely very, very worth running this type of stuff. I mean, non-stop. Now, I'll make a separate upload video. There's a staff right there. I was wondering how much that thing goes for. So I'll make a separate upload video regarding how lower end levels are going to make silver to be able to get themselves up higher. Now, it doesn't matter your level. It matters your AP. So you could be a level 12. Kind of like this, I just barely sold out the skier for more silver. But I was a level 12 on my Musa in Altinova because I was already up over 100 AP at one point in time. So I was out there farming. I farmed for like 2-3 minutes at the higher end level stuff. And I just was, just playing around, because why not? Alright, so you're also gaining knowledge out here. It's a big key. This is the knowledge you're gaining. So as you gain knowledge on enemies, speaking of which, I better swap over my pets. As you gain knowledge on your enemies, you gain able to do more damage on your enemies. Basically, there's a weapon stone. Alright, so we're going to check in. We'll keep you out. We're gonna pull you out. And we're gonna pull you out. Alright. And we're gonna be running, I think, 3 pets instead of 4 pets. I think we're still running 4 because we have, yep, we have 4 pets. Unless, yep. Alright, so the more knowledge you gain, the more damage you can do to the enemies. Because the more knowledge you gain, the more your character has a chance of evasion. Because he knows, naturally, the attacks. And so, instead of struggle busting through this, like I would be if I had no knowledge, I'm actually slaughtering through this. Whoa! Talk about some lag there. And that, my friends, is why we pulled out 2 extra potions, because of lag. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I clearly evaded that, and then all of a sudden it went ahead and pulled me back in, like as if my iframes went to crap. And for all those who don't know what iframes are, because Dark Souls, that's all they really refer to. Like PvP relies on iframes. So basically what an iframe is when you're mid-animation, and so you can't be damaged. And so iframes are beastly. They're amazing. They're the best thing this game has to honestly really offer. Because when you have iframes, you're vulnerable. Now, do I have to be 150 AP just to come here? No. Nah. I mean, by all means, you know, get a group, get a guild, get a group, get, you know, whatever you want. I would personally recommend getting a guild, joining a guild, finding a guild. I have plenty of open slots. People need a spot, and come through and just start farming this location. I mean, I even offer carrying. You know, I'm making silver over here, plain and simple. So for me, carrying you, leveling you up in these types of areas, no problem. They're like, hey, power level me. And I'm like, alright, let's go. Because, yeah, power level me. I bet. That's silver in my pocket. I'm gonna power level you, you're gonna sit close, you're gonna make sure you hit all the enemies, and then you are going to basically run and hide. You know, you're not run and hide, but you're gonna avoid all the extra attacks so you aren't taking damage and dying. And I'm just gonna increase your level. Oh yeah, one thing I was gonna talk about. For increasing your AP and DP, instead of, so there's two different kinds of ways. One is play the market, and the other is the weapon and armor stones. My personal way, my favorite way, the only way that I actually do it is playing the market. Reason why: when your item breaks, when your enchantment fails, when you're trying to upgrade your gear and it fails, you are stuck having to pay silver to get an item just to be able to upgrade. You are gonna have to buy the exact same weapon that you already have just to be able to potentially upgrade it, and you're stuck basically in this, you know, point where you're constantly spending money on blackstones, you're constantly spending money on fucking gear, the same exact weapons as you already own, just to be able to increase its durability back. So honestly, come here, farm these, go to Abandoned Iron Mine, go to Helms, go to Mains. Well, I wouldn't really recommend Mains or Wandering Rogues because they don't drop silver per kill, they drop silver per big kill. You gotta fight the bigger guys, but go to Abandoned Iron Mine, farm there, invest in the node, contest with the people there, have some fun, and if you want to, post, if you know, looking for group, farm an Abandoned Iron Mine, and you'll get all sorts of people. They'll be like trying to add you into a group, and they'll probably send you a guild invite, and you'll be able to farm with them. Part of the reason why I'm telling you to play the market is two reasons. Alright, let's take the best for the darks DK right now, which is the liver toe. Okay, that is the best in slot gear piece or weapon right now. No, I'm not running it because I just barely found that out. So for 14, take 69 million. Or 15. You're looking at 74 million. Okay. for a pre. Looking at 104. Okay. You are grinding silver so you can be able to afford this. You are placing a bid on this, and then you are selling off your old one to be able to afford this new one. And that's how it works. And that's how you want to do it, because you're going to make more silver at the end of the day. This sells for 137,000. Right there. 137,000. On top of my... We've already made 50,000. On top of these, sell for 70 apiece. So that's 70 times 51. On top of just shy of 600. So then that's a million. And on top of these sell for, we already saw armor ones. So they sell for 200,000, 210. On top of, it says 240. So it's probably 260, 280. So, like I said, you are making a killing out here. Plus 2 of these, like we already talked about, that's another 6. Plus we got a scroll. What? 2 scrolls. HP recover? Why not? Let's use it. We got 2 HP recover scrolls. So, ultimately, you're making, you know, I mean, those aren't sellable. But now we don't have to burn through potions, which potions cost 500 apiece in order to be able to make. Or 500 apiece in order to buy from the market. They're more expensive to craft and more tedious to craft than it is to fucking try and make them. So just buy them from shop vendor, call it a day. We've already got 0.5%, which means we've killed roughly 200 enemies. And if you happen to wind up seeing one of the big guys in the location, take him down, because he'll drop silver and gold bars. Plus more items, plus regular silver as well. I'm gonna grab some more coffee real quick. Here soon. Alright, so here soon I'm gonna end this stream and just start grinding, probably group up with some people. Kind of go from there. I'm gonna open up my party chat real quick. And I was in a party chat because I didn't want a game audios, just in case I did group up with someone and someone sees me talk and they're coming through all loud. Plus party chat audio sounds a lot better. I am prioritizing more of a chat audio aspect, just so that way you guys can be able to hear me better. My game volume is ever too loud on these streams. Drop a comment, let me know. Hold up, I'll be right back. Well, unfortunately, because I died, I lost XP. Because I had someone at my door, making my dogs go crazy. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna end our stream right there, and we will pick up with another video here short. How's it going, FEG?
Pretty good.